Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Averie and today I have a tag video for you guys. So recently I've been doing a bunch of tag videos on my channel and I have decided that I would love to make one. I thought that would be really fun to make a tag video, so here we are. And the name of this tag is the Adventurous book tag. And I basically wanted to make this tag revolving around adventurous things where it comes to your personality, travel-wise, your taste in books. I thought it would be really fun to explore all of that. I just wanted to let y'all know that this video will mainly be pictures of books, not physical books in my hand, because I am in college in a dorm room and I only have these books with me, and they are mostly books that I have not read yet. So most of my books are at my parents' house or at my house back home. So I have 9 questions for you guys, so let's get started. Question number 1 is, which character would you love to go on an adventure with? And for this one, I'm going to go with Lizzie Bennet from Pride and Prejudice by Miss Jane Austen. And I picked Lizzie Bennet just because I think Lizzie and I are very similar, and she's quite an adventurous person overall. She loves to write and read. She just fits my personality so well, so I think going on an adventure with her would just be like 2 peas in a pod traveling together, and that sounds fantastic to me. Plus Lizzie Bennet also has Mr. Darcy, so I could ask her information about Mr. Darcy, you know what I mean? So for question number 2, I wanted to kind of do like a bucket list question, because I think that people who go out and complete their bucket list are quite adventurous people, I think. So my question is, what books are on your TBR bucket list, or to be read bucket list? And basically I chose 2 classics that I just haven't read yet that I need to. And the first one isn't really a classic, it's just a classic in my mind because everyone loves it and it's just classically beloved, and that is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Yeah, I have not read this book yet. I have seen the movie, but I don't really remember all that much about it just because it was quite a while ago, so I really need to read it because I've heard nothing but good things about it, and some of my favorite booktubers, this is their favorite book, so I would love to read it and see what everyone is talking about. The next book that I really need to get to that is a classic is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. No, I have not read this book yet. It is quite short, and I have it back home with all of my other books, but I have not read it yet. I know. It wasn't even a required school reading book in high school, which I thought was weird because I bought it my freshman year of high school thinking that, oh, every single high schooler reads this book, so I'm gonna have to read it at some point, why not just buy it now? And I never read it. It was never required, so I just never read it, and it's been sitting on my bookshelf. Question number 3 is, which book has a contemporary setting that you would love to go to? And this could be a contemporary setting, meaning it's in a contemporary novel, like a realistic fiction novel, not a fantasy novel. The place that I am picking is technically fictional, but it is realistic in a sense. It has to be a realistic place, I want to say. And my answer would have to be Lily's Flower Shop from It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. So Lily is the main character in this novel, and she opens up her own little flower shop in Boston, and it is so cute, and I just wish that I could work there or just like step into the store and be there because she's so passionate about what she does, and it just seems like a place that I would enjoy being at because I'm a very big flower person also, so this really like the perfect place to either hang out or just splurge all my money on flowers. Question number 4 is, which book has a fictional fantasy setting that you would love to go to? And this one is probably no surprise whatsoever, and it is The Night Court from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Miss Sarah J. Maas. If you haven't read this series or have only read the first book, you probably know nothing about The Night Court, but if you have read ACOMAF and ACOWAR, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I need to go there. I need to go there. The way that Sarah writes about this place, it seems real in my mind. I just want to snap my fingers and go there. I wish that I could. And it seems so beautiful, and I think like it's a place that you could totally fall in love with like the moment you see it or the moment you read about it. So I really wish this place was real so I could travel to it. Question number 5 is, if you could be any any character for a day, who would you be and why? And for this one, I'm going to go with Eliza from Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I would love to be Eliza for a day just because her webcomic seems like something I would totally be in love with if it was real, and like I would love to draw comics for her. I would love to design some graphics for her, or like write a bunch for it, because my dream in life is to become a writer one day. Her life seems very much like mine in a sense that she's quite introverted and likes to be herself and has many online friends, but she also has that, oh, I'm living my dream of writing and being able to put my story out on the internet, and I think that that is fantastic. Question number 6 is, what book or book edition would you literally do anything to get your hands on? For this one, I'm going to go with Buffy the Vampire Slayer graphic novels, as well as the Angel graphic novels, which is the spin-off TV show to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But if you didn't know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is my favorite TV show of all time. I love it, and I actually just finished watching Angel for the first time, which is their spin-off series, and I didn't love it as much as Buffy. I need these books. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is made up of 7 seasons, but Joss Whedon has basically made these graphic novels as a continuation of that story in graphic novel form. They don't have the TV show for season 8, but it is season 8 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it's a graphic novel. Like, that's how you learn about season 8. It's the graphic novel. That's what platform it's on now. I would love to get my hands on these. They are quite expensive, so I have not bought them. I've heard about them for a while now. I don't have that much money to buy all of these graphic novels because they're quite a bunch, so I would literally do anything to get my hands on these books. Question number 7 is, name a character you think is very adventurous / daring. And for this one, I'm going to have to go with Aiko from the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. This is the graphic novel focused solely on Aiko, so I'm gonna show it here for y'all. Sorry for the ring light glare. But if you didn't know, Aiko comes across in the first Lunar Chronicles book, Cinder, and she is Cinder's best friend, and she is an android. Basically, Aiko is kind of like just a chip on a disc or something, and when you put that chip into a body, Aiko's personality just comes out. Technically, she's not supposed to have all these feelings and everything, but Aiko is the exception to androids. She has her own personality, everything like that, has her own feelings, and she is quite adventurous and daring. If you've read this graphic novel, you know what I mean. And just her personality overall is very daring. She goes out for what she wants. She is just a quite daring character that I would love to be best friends with. Question number 8 is, name the craziest / weirdest place you've ever read a book at. And I don't really know about this one. I bet a bunch of people have a lot of answers for this one, but mostly mine is probably like just physically walking while reading a book. I may or may not bring a book with me when I am doing my business in the bathroom. Sorry. There are times where the book just is like so good you literally can't not read it, and yeah, that has to sometimes happen on the toilet. I'm sorry. There was a few times where I tried to follow Christine from Poland Banana's books method of reading in the shower. I've done that a few times, but it hasn't really worked out for me. I'm too scared I'm gonna get my books really damaged from water, so I haven't done that recently. I used to do that, I think, in middle school or early high school. And question number 9 is, who do you tag? And for this one, I wanted to tag 5 booktubers. They're all small booktubers, so go out there and share the love, you guys. 1 is Stacy's Bookish Probs. 2 is Bookish Brie. 3 is Mindy's Book Journey. 4 is Tarragon Crystal. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. And number 5 is Being the Bookologist. So there you have it, y'all. That was my adventurous book tag. I hope y'all go try out this tag. Even if I didn't tag you, it would be freaking fantastic if y'all went out and did this tag. I would love to see a bunch of people's answers to these questions. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all soon with a new video. Bye.